If you're still stuck in a low rank in 2026, this video is for you. Today we're going to break down the first round of an oddball match played by one of my Twitch subscribers, correcting their mistakes and giving you helpful tips along the way. This player is currently ranked high gold, but hopefully wherever you are, you can get something out of this video. Without further ado, let's get straight into it. Okay, off the strat here, I don't really care what you do off open strat. Doesn't matter that much. Like it's not gonna make or break the game. I just like to see you having a clear goal in mind, if that makes sense. Like you have a goal in mind. Like we just spent a bunch of time just walking back and forth there, just like have something in mind and execute it, right? So like if we look at what our teammates are doing here. Right, so currently we're running a 3-1, I believe, right? Your other teammate. Here. I'm not sure what the goal of this guy was, but that doesn't really matter. You could go up C, take balcony, and help Raker out here. Where's he at? Raker out here. You know, we just want to be doing something always, like just make sure we're being active and not just like, wasting time. 2 dead. They have 2 dead here. So they have 2 dead, so like we have advantage at this moment. One of them's weak, hopefully. Breaker said something. We want to be taking space up the map, right? Like here 5 seconds till camo, right? We want to be playing into an advantageous position and blocking spawns so that they are spawning in a place where you can kill them easily, right? So like here, what I would have done probably is go up like through A. There. I mean, yeah, we're just kind of playing out a little far. Get this kill, which is nice. And then we're just kind of circling out in the open. Right? Just spending a lot of time kind of doing nothing. Get stuck on a little bit of geometry here. Yeah, no, this is good. Just move up the map off spawn. You have all your teammates up and they are dying. So yeah, you just want to get up here, take space. I hate this routing. Nice job, like sticking to the pillars. We do want to be looking where we think they're going to be, though. It just looked like you weren't ready for this guy. Right? We go back. I know this is Raker, but like here you see him looking down driveway. He picks up this kill and then he turns. I don't know how he isn't hearing that guy next to him. But he's expecting guys in C, right? Because when this guy spawns up right here, he's spawning in C, right? Because y'all are all the way through A. Y'all are all stacked on A. So they have this whole side of the map to spawn on. So just keep spawns in mind. Like, basically, easiest way to explain spawns is it's always going to be across. There are instances where it isn't, but when your whole team is up, it's just going to be across from where you're at. So yeah, just be looking in the general direction. I think here, we're just kind of playing a little too loose, if that makes sense. Like we slid out a little too far. Too aggressively. Just out into an open space. Off your spawn. One piece of advice that I was given from probably an Onyx 1600-ish player. Like off spawn, try and look for a teammate and run to him. This guy, I don't know how he's still there, but good reaction to that. Here you see Raker die. Here I'd probably play back, so that's good. You know, unfortunately that guy's just there. It is Raker just being a little too aggressive, not waiting. Y'all two probably could have waited and then pushed this together. But that's all good. Here you see he's dead, right? You see all your teammates are dead. I think we're still probably being a little too aggressive here just because of the state of the game. Like there's they have what, 3 of them up? Yeah, three of their guys are up. That spawner should be up like any second now, right? He's probably gonna spawn right there. Like this is probably just too aggressive for this state of the game, right? Like you could just, you know, hang back here, reroute through P Street or something, you know, whatever it may be. Yeah, just being less aggressive when you don't have advantage state, because now you have teammates split. That guy spawned way back there. That's actually weird. And then we start dying. And our spawns are like staggered is what we'd call that. Staggered spawn. When you die and then your teammate spawns up and then they die and then you spawn up, right? Good help here. Again, just this positioning, like playing a little out into the open. You could have done all that from this wall here. Just play this wall. Yeah, just keep mindful of cover. Like here, I want to see what happens here. Like you win the fight, right? But you take some unnecessary damage. Just like you can just stay on this wall here for that entire fight, and you have Raker's help too. So like that's a win either way. But you take much less damage if you just play the cover rather than like play out into this open space where he can shoot you much more easily. But just thinking about spawns here, you have 2 teammates here. One of them has just spawned up. Most likely he's going to be here, right? Just based on where y'all are. You win this fight and then grab ball. Your safest play here is just throw it and then sprint slide and then you're back A with ball, right? And then you can hold it here and either your teammates can move this way to kill this guy or he'll move up into your space and you can kill him. Drop ball fight, or your teammates can help kill him there. But just running at them here. Especially, I think Raker sees this. Maybe not. See. Just try and play towards your teammates when you have ball, because playing with your teammates always gives you an advantage. I'm not sure if he saw this guy. I don't think so. Yeah, because he seems to be kind of caught off guard. Okay, so now you definitely know this guy is here, right? Because he killed Raker. Hopefully he gave you that call out, and just the best play here is just to walk backwards, right, rather than forwards. You when you're ball, you want to stay as far away from the other team as possible, and generally let while they're up, right, and while they're near you, while they can be near you, let them help you, right? You don't want to deny free help if it's there. You know, so I'd just play back A there with this ball. You know, you get stuck. That's unfortunate. You spawn up C. When you spawn across from your teammates, it generally means that there is a person on your left and your right. So just take a lane and push it. As you're crossing that though, I would typically like do look top mid, just in case. You know, you can get maybe a shot of damage. And a ping, but yeah, just keep running your route. Here, I do like that you're playing here, but you do kind of cut your sightline on this dude. Leads to, I guess, not seeing him. When I'm walking up here, look here, but also just kind of scan everywhere. Nothing super bad here. We don't need to jump there. There's no reason to jump in that fight, in that scenario. Here, I mean, just play back, right? You have a second teammate here. Oh, he's one shot. You know. It's not horrible, but you are kind of just caught in the middle of the place. I mean, I'm just thinking about like positioning and whatnot. Because just taking fights from better angles can, you know, give you more opportunity to win. Like, even if you aren't mechanically better, you at least can, you know, get the jump on the guy, make him miss shots, just because you're playing a better position. So they have a setup here. You are just going to want to run a route with your teammate. Breaker dies here, and you have a guy up. Actually, pretty close to you. So that's good. I would say one thing that I've thought about a lot, just because I've had other people talk about it, is like just taking different angles to your than your teammates. Just kind of standing out in the open here and taking this same angle. You know, we could play one of these pillars here, right? Just get a better angle on that guy, different angle on that guy, and also not be so open to a guy who may be rooting through here. You know, there's not always going to be a guy jumping up there, but there can be. And just, you know, you always want to block as many angles as you can. Like, don't always be paranoid about it, but like, you know, if you have the opportunity to block, that's good. This is a good live here. Like, I value a good live. You just kind of walk out mid again and then get beamed. Right? Like, you probably could have jumped up planters and gotten at least one free kill. Just do something for your team. Put out some damage, you know, whatever it is. You live there, so you want to do something with that live. Make it easier for your next teammates. I like that. Just fighting that one guy alone. Actually good. Again, we just play backwards into that pillar. Like, you won the fight, obviously. Oh, yeah. Okay. A lot of times people do sit here. So, you know, just keep that in mind. If you're gonna cross a space, I think a good general rule is like look at the angles that you can be shot by, unless you're just running for it. You can hit like a much easier, much more consistent. That was just an unfortunate lack of curb slide. If you do hit off this curb slide, hit off this plant though, you can much more consistently hit that slide. Hopefully teammate starts rotating that to your spawners. Good, nice. Like, that's a good example of playing towards your teammates. He moves that back to where y'all are spawning. Here again, I mean, that's an. How did you die actually? What? Oh, top A, back A or something, you know. Or PD actually, how you die. That's just another example of like playing for a trade versus playing for a win. We just play back here and make sure this guy can't force a trade with you. Right? Because when you're forcing a trade, you're trying to get those 3 shots in the melee. And when you have an advantage, you have a teammate here, you have a teammate here, you have a teammate here. You don't got to be playing for trades. You play for trades when, you know, you're the last guy alive or whatnot, but you have a setup here, right? They're pushing into you. You don't have to force that trade. Just play your cover and make that guy lose, or your teammates help you because this guy just jumps up and you win them all day. Here, I mean, check the cross. But yeah. Just try and look at the crosses once you spawn, you know. Especially on streets here, like that spawn specifically, you can be looking directly at them. Nothing bad though. You know, just rooting through cover, like you don't have to go through top mid. It is a fast route, especially when you have teammates, so I don't hate it now, but you know, you can just play through cover there. Again, we're just kind of that shroud comes a bit late and we're stepping out of cover for it. We just play this rather than this, or even when we're here, step to the right, which looks like you go for, but you know, too late at that point. Playing a bit more passive, a bit more, not necessarily cautious, but just, you know, playing to win fights. Again, this is much better. You're playing much closer to the cover, but then we step out again, right? And that's where the problem is. You know, because now you're getting shot at instead of one guy, because if you're back here, You're fighting this one guy and you've just isolated that fight. You just drill that into your mind 1,000 times, and when you're in game, you won't even have to think about playing cover. It just comes naturally to you, right? But basically what happens on this fight, because you just get melted immediately. This guy's one shot and shouldn't have any business killing you. This guy's lower than you, right? When you take this, he should be lower. Okay, so you're both the same here. You did just see Raker die, and you did just see Super Dad die. So sprinting into this is not a good idea. Just play cautious. But yeah, I mean, you just isolate this fight right here on this angle, right? I'm trying to draw it here. You kill this guy because you don't get shot at by this guy, and then you can literally just turn and kill this guy if you get that kill fast enough, right? You're just playing out into open space. And this guy happens to punch him, which is funny, but you know, they win that round. Just overall off that first round, the biggest things that I'm seeing are just like we're playing out into open space. And you know, we're just like playing spots that don't give us an advantage.